Hey, what's up guys, Frosty's buddy here, and today I've got a free-for-all Swarm gameplay for you guys today, and it's going to be on the map Standoff, probably one of the most unexpected maps for me to get a Swarm in on free-for-all of all game modes. And I was basically just playing Black Ops 2 like you regularly do, like most of you probably do as well, and I actually just unlocked the Swarm when I was level 55 on the last Prestige, before I Prestiged, and I was like, you know what, might as well just try and get one. And so I went into free-for-all of all game modes. I don't know what I was doing, but I just went into free-for-all, got my tryhard pants on, and got a Swarm. So this is my first Swarm that I've ever gotten, mainly because I haven't actually put the Swarm on to actually go for it. I've just had it for laughs, just in case I actually ever go on the streak. I usually run stuff like UAV, Orbital VSAT, Lodestar, UAV, Orbital VSAT, Dogs. That's basically what I like running, because when you're using a Swarm, the main thing that annoys me is if you're out in the open on open maps, such as Overflow, for instance. It's not that open of a map, but it's pretty open, I guess. That didn't make sense at all, but say you're playing on Overflow and you're calling the Swarm. If you're stuck outside because you're spawn trapped, or you've got a lot of enemies around you, the Swarm can potentially kill you, and that's your own Swarm as well. So that's why I don't like running the Swarm that much, but I thought I'd just slap it on for this game, and luckily I didn't get killed by it. There was a possibility of getting the nuked out title, or the nuke challenge title. I don't know what it is. It's the title that you get when you get 30 kills and no deaths, but after I got the Swarm I just choked and died to a guy that came around the corner, as you'll see in the gameplay a bit later. But anyways, moving on, I'll talk a bit about something interesting that I've never actually talked about before, and this might come to surprise to all of you because I haven't actually talked about it. And for one, I'm British, so you wouldn't expect someone like me to talk about this. But I want to talk a bit about the NFL playoffs that occurred last weekend. I watched all the matches. I watched the 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers. I watched the Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons game. That was breathtaking. I also watched the Baltimore Ravens game, which was very unexpected. So I'll talk about the Ravens game first. So the Ravens were playing a team that I forgot the name of, but they were down by like 10 points, I believe, 10 to 12 points, and it was the fourth quarter, I believe, and they came back from that. Very unexpected. I'm not someone to be watching NFL all the time, you know, I dwell into it every now and then. I used to play Madden a lot. I haven't been playing it recently, but I will be getting back into it and making videos. And I am interested in NFL. I'm not just some random guy that doesn't know what he's on about. But the Baltimore Ravens game was probably one of the first games that I ever saw where they made such a comeback. Usually it doesn't occur. And that was the first of the weekend's events. As we all know, if you watch NFL, the Seahawks and the Falcons game was legendary. So basically the Seahawks and the Falcons were playing, and the Seahawks were leading by 2 points in the fourth quarter, and the Falcons got a field goal. Now, originally the guy missed, but it was the timeout called just in time. We don't know who called the timeout actually, but on the second try he actually got it in. So that was a very lucky win by the Falcons. I personally believe that the Seahawks should have won that, because the timeout, I think, was not valid. I would have loved to see the Seahawks go through, but you know, it's NFL, anything happens, in fact, not everything. But it was definitely a breathtaking game, probably one of the best NFL games I've seen. And the 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers, oh my god, Colin Kaepernick is a beast. What can I say, that guy's a monster. And also the New England Patriots game versus the Houston Texans. Daniel Manning ran through the whole team at the start of the game. That was epic. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It was crazy, man. I love the NFL. I don't have that sort of passion for British football or soccer, if you want to call it that, because I don't know, I don't. But I've recently got into NFL, and I used to think it was a really stupid sport because they called it American football, but you don't really kick the ball all that much. But now I get why they do it, because of field goals and such. So I have to say it is quite an entertaining sport. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was a quick Swarm on free for all. I'm surprised I actually got it with the MP7 silence of all weapons. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like rating as always, and I'll see you guys later.